10 Steps to a Federal Job with Kathryn Troutman. So why would you like to get a federal job? Would you like a stable position? Would you like growth opportunities, training opportunities? And the government is hiring. And the government is still hiring. Luckily, 2016 was even more than 240,000 people. Now, in the introduction, we're going to have 2 lessons. How many hats do you wear at work? How many hats do you wear in your job? Write them down in a list. And then eventually these words are going to become part of your resume. Next lesson, what are your best accomplishments? You've got to brag in your resume if you want to get best qualified and picked up for an interview. So you've got to make 2 or 3 accomplishments stand out in your resume. This is an accomplishment sample. It's all about telling the managers how great you are. Why are they so important? Because they'll set you apart from competition, they'll boost your rating, you'll make you feel great, and they might even help you get selected for a position. And this is what we're going to talk about in the entire 10 steps. This is the outline format. Easy to read because of the all-cap keywords and small paragraphs and little narrative statements. This is the best format for government. New for military, you can apply for federal jobs before you even walk out the door, 120 days before you separate. Just get your statement of separation, and you all need to know that it's 180 days before you can get hired into a DoD job if you're retiring. And good news for spouses, the 2-year limit on the Executive Order 13473 is lifted. Now, you can apply for PPP positions indefinitely while you are at your husband's base. Step 1, now review the federal job process. We're going to learn what job titles are there in the government, and they're all different than what you've been talking about in the military. This is exactly what HR is going to look at. We're going to teach you how to make your resume match the quality of your experience, directly related, the complexity of your assignments, and your decision-making span of control. The government is really transparent with their salaries. You're going to see right in the announcements the grade and the salary level that you're going to be applying for. And they add locality pay for certain cities that are a little bit more expensive. Networking is so important. Who do you know? Well, it's really important if you talk to your friends or relatives who work in the government. And always you want to attend a job fair and take your resume and see who might be hiring. Now, these are hot tips for non-competitive jobs. You're going to learn this as well. VRA is very important up to the GS-11 positions. You can apply for those by writing to an HR manager or a manager and talk about these positions without USA Jobs. If you're 30% or more disabled veteran, you can apply for federal jobs and go to the top of the list if your resume gets a 70% score and if you are 30% or more disabled. People with disabilities can apply for jobs by writing to selected placement coordinators, and there's a whole list of them right on the OPM website. We're going to talk about how to find them. Veterans representatives, also there's a list on USA Jobs. You can write to them directly with your resume and your DD-214 or your statement of service. Hiring managers and HR people are available for you to talk to them at job fairs if you're eligible for a non-competitive program. And on your resume, when you go to the job fair, make sure you put your veterans preference information right up at the top. Same thing with the spouses. Add that information at the top so that HR people will know you are eligible for these executive orders. Social networking is critical. Everybody should be on LinkedIn unless you're in intelligence. Make sure your resume is up and up to date on LinkedIn.